Hello, welcome back to Music Monday with Johnny Tiger. The date is October 5th, 2020. It's a nice backdrop of running water and bird. Very relaxing. That was one of my mother's favorite songs, and one of the earlier songs that I had to learn how to play on the recorder. I've been performing music for upward of about 20 years now, on and off for various different venues and sources. I've published albums, I played in bands, I performed for small groups in front of 3 or 4 people, and I performed in front of thousands of people. I think the biggest group I performed for was perhaps uh, 4,000 or 5,000 people. Despite all that, there's still a question that I get asked sometimes. Are you professional? Now, to coin what my best friend Harvey would say, who cares? Who cares? I mean, really, when you play music, no matter what you do, eventually you're going to have people ask you, are you professional? Are you good? Are you a career in this, whatever you want to do? Are you a pro or are you amateur? Well, that really depends on who you ask. And this is a question that even myself, after kicking around various musical circles for about 20 years, I still have a hard time telling you if I'm professional or not. I mean, what is the definition of being a pro? Being a pro? Being a pro. My Chinese accent just slipped through. What is the definition of being a pro? Is it that you make money? Well, then I can tell you, I've started making money way back when I was a teenager. My father was my first patron. My father and my mom, they used to pay me to learn their favorite songs and perform for them. And then I played for school events and fundraising events and different seasonal events, and I got paid. So does that make me a pro, or does a person have to be paid so much to be considered a pro? Like, do I need to make the same kind of money as Celine Dion or Britney Spears to be considered a pro? Or is it based on how good I am? Well, then who is the judge of how good someone is? Because if you ask me, there are a lot of singers out there, they're pro, but if you ask me if they're good, I'll tell you they're crap. So, as you can see, it's a pointless question to ask yourself or to ask someone. In the end, it really comes down to, are you happy when you're doing it? Are you um, are you uh, are you having fun? Are you accomplishing a certain mindset, a certain benefit for yourself while you're doing it? And if you are, then it really doesn't matter if you're pro or career or good or not. Because in the end, there are so many, and I can tell you with sadness in my heart, there's so many really, 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 really good musicians that try their whole life to go pro and never got the chance. And then there are so many people that got on the big stage, got all kind of awards, but they are not that good. So to become good, to become quote unquote pro, almost has a bigger element of luck than actual skills. And if you obsess over that, that will eventually drive you crazy and make you despondent and discouraged. And I think that is uh, one of the things that is on my mind that I want to talk about is rather than questioning yourself, or if you have a friend or a child who's trying to learn, rather than questioning them, are you pro, are you good, encourage them. One of my biggest support when I was a teenager was when like I said, my father used to pay me. My father, who wouldn't give me $20 so I could join the swim club, who wouldn't give me the money to go out with my friend, he would actually pay me to learn songs that he liked so I could play them for him over and over again. Every time I play him his favorite song perfectly, I would make $20. So sometimes if I was really driven, if I had a need for some money, if there was a new video game or something I wanted to buy, I could serenade him for a whole evening and end up coming away with hundreds of dollars. He was that generous when it came to encouraging me with my music. So I'm not saying that you should start giving your kids money for all the songs they play, but when your friend actually perform something that really good, or if you think they're putting in a lot of work, then the best way to keep them going is rather than ask things like, are you pro? Or how good are you? Or can you play this song? Or how come you don't play this song the way I like it? The best way is to give them that little bit of reward, whether it be money or a dinner or just a pat on the shoulder. Hey man, that is really, really good. I know you. It doesn't sound like the original, but you know what? I really like your version a lot better than the original. If you say that to especially an upstarting musician, an upstarting music lover, I'll guarantee you that that person uh, will get so much uh, more into their music. That kind of emotional reward is priceless to someone who may feel a bit unsure of themselves. So, um, in view of this little topic, I'm going to go on and play some of my father's favorite songs tonight, and I'm going to show you guys the songs that made me actually pretty rich when I was a teenager. This first piece is an old Chinese song that some people said it should be the Chinese anthem, but it never was. Uh, but it is very pretty and very powerful, and my dad would always pay me for playing this one. Quite interestingly, of the many faults my father has as a person, he's always been a very patriotic person. In fact, I can tell you guys a little trivia that this is going to be a bit of a spoiler for the upcoming Johnny Tiger documentary, but I think it's okay. Um, in fact, a lot of those younger years when we thought that my father was nothing but a criminal, in fact, a lot of those things he did, those things that people thought were so bad, he did them uh, in service for his government, for his country. So my father, Yes, he's done a lot of bad things. He's been a really violent character, but he's definitely very patriotic. So a lot of the songs uh, he requested for me to learn when I was a teenager were national patriotic songs. Like this next one is another good example of that. There's a lot more, um, and I hope that as more Music Monday come up, I'll have a chance to show you guys more of these. But it's getting rather late, and if I keep this up, the neighbor's going to start complaining. So I'm going to end today's video and bid you guys good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tactical Tuesday with Johnny Tiger. Good night, and thank you for checking out today's video.